Hey guys, good evening. Tonight we're going to be watching woman in a Volvo repeatedly escapes police blockades. Let's get into it now. Bam, bam. Let's watch it now. You're following a police presence. Okay, you're following a police presence. And okay, let's rewind this again. You're following a police presence on eastex freeway 59. And it started in the Chambers County area at about 5 or 10 minutes ago or so, or anything. They pick up the chase on the Chambers County area,
high-speed chase, which is going on. This is the
northeast side of town.
That vehicle right there. It's a sedan. It's being followed and
it's been followed by several police officers. Houston police, as well as the county as well. They have been on that female suspect for the last 10 to 15, maybe the female suspect has been on the run.
The question is, what is
his
plan and what does he want to do? I don't know whether we have
going on for the last
live in Sky Eye.
10 to 15 minutes or so, and they think the driver going at a high rate of speed. That is chasing going on again for the last 10 to 15 minutes or so. Yeah, been going on for the last 10 to 15 minutes or so, and they think the driver weaving in and out and going at a high rate of speed, slow speed, not super high rate of speed, sometimes fast and slow. As well, let's listen.
No, does not want to stop, and as you can see, the sheriff's car just joined in on this, mainly being chased by HPD. I think that's the way it started. We're coming up here on the beltway, and as you can see, it looks as though that car is going the speed limit, to be honest with you, Art.
Yeah.
It first was reported as a slow speed chase, but it's neither high nor slow. It looks like it's going the speed limit. We don't know why this car is being stopped or having tried to be stopped and why they are on the run, but obviously, as you can tell, that they're not pulling over for the number of deputies that are behind them, as well as Houston police officers. This is, as you mentioned, going on now for about 10, 15 minutes. And,
as well, you just heard Don.
Just before you came to us,
as you heard Don said, you heard Don Armstrong said, this chase has been going on for the last, about the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, and they seen the driver weaving in and out, maybe going fast, trying to get around HPD cruisers, and then trying to get away, and he's not getting away. And again, it's been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so. Yeah, again, it's been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so since the chase started as well. And it's been going on for the past 10 to 15 minutes or so since the chase started. And it's been going on for the past 10 minutes or so. And again, this chase has been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so. Yeah, it's been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so since the chase started as well. And as you can see, we're giving coordinates to the pursuit as well. As you heard Don Armstrong said, there's a police chase at eastex freeway, northeast Harris County.
And that's always so very dangerous.
That's always so very dangerous, especially of a high-speed chase. You got a high-speed runner.
You know that they're going to be a problem.
You know they're going to be a problem. You know it's going to be.
What they always attempt to
make a path for the person.
So that he doesn't bump into anyone.
Well, you know, it's amazing that
it's amazing.
At the beginning of afternoon rush, that there aren't many other cars on the freeway headed outbound to begin with. So, based on the speed of the car, you can tell that it's just not a problem. There is somewhat of a backup.
Just past the beltway, as you just mentioned, as well. Most of Houston freeway traffic. Most of Houston freeway traffic as well. It doesn't mind the speed limit anyway. They just passed the beltway, North Beltway, the interchange, what you just saw. Okay, let's get back on the police chase. Let's concentrate on the police chase as well. We can imagine, how could it all started? Would you be able to know?
Now, it doesn't appear to be. He's over in, looks like lane number 2, the second from the left, and it looks as though that they're headed up to East Texas. I don't know else to put it. You know, it's amazing that we're doing the speed limit here. I'm not quite sure why they allow this to continue. And why not do the pit maneuver on it? I understand that state law has changed, and in some cases that is allowed now. But it certainly is annoying that all of the traffic is backed up. And this
as well.
Scene, as you know,
I'm gonna read this. Woman in a Volvo. Woman in Volvo repeatedly escaped police blockades. These chases have been going on in the eastex freeway, and that female suspect has been on the run for the last 10 to 15 minutes or so, and they seen the driver going at a high rate of speed and slow, and going at 60 miles per hour. And they were mentioned.
And to that point, good afternoon, Don. This is Elisa Rivas here. I'm joining Art Rescone. You know, as you get farther northbound right now, you head toward the river, you head toward Humble, Kingwood, as Art mentioned, and the highway starts to get elevated. So you do worry about causing any kind of a crash and causing some additional damage or injury that might go along with really going off of the freeway because this is such an unpredictable situation.
And
continuing to watch now, we're looking at a sedan, that gray one, right, silver one.
They
right
were
there in the middle of your
mentioned,
screen. It continues
and
to
this
move.
has been going,
They
and
have
this
no intention of stopping. That's a pretty nice
this been going
Volvo.
on, this
You know,
going
it has a
on
V6
for
underneath. It
about
has
the
the
last
power
10
to
or
really move,
15
but he's
minutes or
certainly
so.
not using that power.
And
I mean, this
they
guy's
were
traveling
being
the speed
as they
limit.
were being
We don't have
mentioned
any,
as well. Excuse me.
indication as to why he's
This
running,
chase
though,
has
right,
been
Don?
going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so. It began in the traffic stop, and it began in the Chambers County at around 5 or 10 minutes ago. It's a commercial break. I'm gonna have to get back to it. I have no time for commercial break. I gotta run.
No, not as we know so far.
They provide some HPD for assistance to call back up for the spike strip, and it was causing her tires to go flat as well. And shortly after that chase began, at around 3 to 3:25 to 3:45 p.m. this afternoon, there was 5 p.m. news update of that woman was behind the wheel on that silver Volvo. 58-year-old Alicia Kaczynski is facing multiple charges. That is a 2005 Volvo S40. The Texas license plate is 467 EKFK D783. She was in tears.
Is that what we're hearing, Alana?
And they asked for some help,
and this chase has been going on for the past 20 to 25 minutes or so. It began in the traffic stop in the Chambers County area, and you know, they called HPD to provide them backup assistance. Well, local PD is joining in, and again, this chase has been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Okay.
Well, we did see HPD, Harris County Sheriff's. I don't know whether
Okay, again, this chase has been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so. Yeah, this chase, earlier on, this chase has been going on for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, and they seen the driver going at a slow speed, 60 miles an hour. Again, earlier on, it was been going on for the past 10 or 15 minutes or so, earlier on since the chase started. What issues here that the fact that they're trying to get ahead of that driver of that Volvo to put out some spike strips. That chase began in Chambers County. The chase may be involved in impaired driver or some kind of sort of, whether it's driving recklessly, you name it, erratically, I think, yeah. This can go on for miles, as you just mentioned. That is, spike strips used many times.
Just, you know, it's a 12-foot strip.
12-foot strip.
About an entire freeway that's 40, 50 feet long.
We're talking about an entire freeway, just the 12th street. We're talking about an entire freeway that's 40, 50 feet long. They can easily maneuver themselves around those spike strips as well. Okay, as well, you heard it's been going on for 20 to 25 minutes. It began in a traffic stop, as you just mentioned. attention
possibility of that driver being impaired.
Now,
as we've been
possibility.
watching, this particular part of the chase anyway,
This
we haven't seen a lot of signs of that. Not a lot of erratic driving.
part of the
There's
chase.
definitely a driver that's staying in their lanes, but
The driver
they have
staying in
reason
their
to
lane.
believe that driver may be impaired.
The driver may be
Perhaps
impaired.
they're taking some extra precautions.
They had to
because of
take
that
some
as well, but
extra
as we said,
extra
we've been
precautions
stable
as well.
driving here.
Right. We
Stable
haven't seen
driving
any
as well.
erratic driving.
Stable
This is somebody
driving,
really speeding.
anything
You see
you
that
know
vehicle right there
what
on the
comes
side
to
on a different lane,
high
which is
speed
on the
chase.
other side on that's a lifted lane, the HOV.
Lifted lane.
But he's not even going
When
much
they're calling
faster
for
than
backup
everyone else.
assistance,
Well, something's up ahead
you
because everyone else
get
is
the
slowing
spike
down.
strip,
Let's see what he
run
does
over
here.
that.
He's
Let's see
going
what
off
it
to the
does.
side.
Let's
They've
see
stopped
what it
traffic.
does.
He's just going to go right through there.
Okay,
They
now
probably
he
forced
just
him
now
through
the
an area where
driver of
they
that
had- Did
Volvo
you see
ran
that,
over
Don? It
those
looks like
spike strips.
through the
Now let's
entire
see if
street.
they're gonna slow down, possibly.
And that's what we're
Yeah,
guessing.
they had
I
several
was
of
not
them.
able to confirm that. You know, the other thing too, Art,
They were
I wanna
able
mention
to
is the fact
confirm that.
we don't know
I'm
anything
not
about
sure
this
what
driver.
happened.
This driver could be armed.
The
and
driver
have to
could be
approach it just
armed.
that way that you just don't know at this point exactly.
You do not know
what's gonna happen.
at this point what's gonna happen. It looks like he's slowing down anything as well. All these tires are blown.
So let's see what he does. He's clearly off to the shoulder.
He's clearly off to the shoulder.
Kept rolling sort of at the last
He
second
kept
there.
rolling sort of the
We do
last
believe that those
second
tires
there.
are probably flat because the slowdown happened right after we believe they drove over some spike strips. I know that you've got to sort of get
You gotta
position
sort of
over all these
anything.
different overpasses here in this spot.
Let's see what this person does.
What this person? Let's see if what this person does.
So the tires will start ripping up here.
The tires
They'll
will start
shredding
ripping
soon.
up.
He'll be on his rims or his wheels once those tires shred. So let's see
Once
what he
those
continues
tires
to do.
shreds,
They're using a lot of patience. They're just
No, they are.
Stay behind
you can
them
see a
and
lot of
follow at a safe
patience. You can
distance.
stay
You
behind.
see, those police cruisers are
Police
not getting
cruisers.
really close because Don made a great point. This could
Don
be
made a
armed
great point
driver.
as well from Sky Eye 13. I'm gonna let you listen there for a moment. I'm gonna let you there. I'm gonna let you listen there
Being very
for
careful, and
a
Don, what we
moment.
have seen repeatedly is a
Well,
lot
I
of
get my pen
patience
to write it down.
by Houston Police Department and even the county as well. With these chases, they sometimes just let them play out, believing that eventually they're going to stop. But you know, there's opportunity to do something here. Go ahead.
To get him, bring him to a stop.
Yeah, looks like they may try and box him in here. Let's see if they have a vehicle up ahead. Right there on the side of him, they could probably, you know, just who knows, rolling down the window and trying to talk to him. I don't know. Let's see what's happening here.
I suppose if they feel like they don't need to get in an accident, there's probably no
Right.
reason to. So they are probably wanting to make sure that this person does not exit the freeway. On the freeway, you're kind of trapped up there. There's
Look at
retaining
the-
walls, but it looks like he's going to go for the exit, perhaps.
Look at the big pickup they have there. It has that front end grill. That's like almost a ramming vehicle.
Yeah.
They have it all prepared.
Yeah, that was Kingwood Drive that we just saw, right?
Yeah, they're getting ready to exit here. If that's the Kingwood outlet stores right there on the side. So they have it blocked. They're going to stop him. They have the guns drawn. They're telling him. They're yelling at him right now. You can see with their motion of their hand.
Dear MS,
We're gonna
from
take
day
a quick
one,
commercial
you've tried
break.
to define me.
We're gonna
But
take
I
a
never
quick
invited you
commercial
in.
break,
It's my
so we'll be
life.
right
And
back.
this is my
Don't go
journey.
anywhere.
I found a way to do things differently with Ocrevus, an infusion treatment that's 2 times a year. For adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of multiple sclerosis, Ocrevus is proven effective in reducing relapses in RMS and slowing disability progression in RMS and PPMS.
Don't take Ocrevus if you've had a life-threatening allergic reaction to it or have hepatitis B. Tell your doctor about vaccinations or if you've had Hep B, as it could come back. A common side effect of Ocrevus is infusion reactions, and some may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections, which can be serious and may decrease certain types of immunoglobulins. While PML was not reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist.
Sorry, MS.
You don't get to control.
Every part of me. MS can't own us. Ask your doctor about
We're back.
And this person is totally surrounded at this point.
Yeah.
Multiple officers, multiple agencies surrounding.
There's no place to go, but he's going to try and go. There he goes. He's going to go right around the officers. Well, That was attempt number 1 to stop him. Actually, number 2, because the spike strip certainly didn't work.
Getting off of the eastex freeway at Kingwood Drive exit, as we saw, they are still really staying close to him, trying to get him to pull over. Yeah,
well, let's see. Oh, okay, all right. Now this is where stupidity really comes into play here. Now he has reversed his position on the feeder, but there are so many officers around him. Ooh, they
finding ways through.
I think they missed a chance. They probably could have put that vehicle right there in front and stopped him, but he is going now the opposite direction on the feeder. He's clearly blocked by all of those other vehicles. No chance. Now he's going into the outlet store, area right there. This is off of Kingwood Boulevard, right there, just off the feeder.
Yeah, this is obviously a spot where we're going to find plenty of other people, plenty of vehicles parked. And so, you certainly hope that people get the word that there's something going down and they need to stay inside and stay safe until this comes to an end, because, the officers are specifically not, engaging him with their vehicles. They're not causing accidents. Yeah. They're just trying to let this peacefully play out. But it also looks like there's some employees out there at this U-Haul location that are probably sort of unaware of what's going on.
There they have. They've come out with, they're trying to open the door now. Well, I'm sure they have. You saw the guns. The guns are drawn right there on that driver. Let's hope that he stops. They have the driver's door open. They're going to probably yank him out at this point. That canopy is sort of in the way. We're not able to get the complete picture, but it looks like this may be over and he doesn't have a chance of taking off once again. Don, are you having a different angle?
Well, the best that we can do right now, because of this canopy that's over the scene here, we're going to come around. And it looks as though they're having a struggle with him.
Wow.
Got him on the ground now.
Got him on the ground.
This is where the potential impairment probably comes into play, because most people with that many guns on them probably would have popped out of that vehicle, but they literally did have to physically drag him out of that car. And now you can see these officers getting handcuffs on him.
Okay, they're getting handcuffs on her, and they're dragging that female.
Picture of who this driver is. And again, if you're just joining us, this all started as a traffic stop.
This all started as a traffic stop.
They had reason to believe that this driver may have been impaired.
This chase started in the traffic stop for about 20 minutes ago or so. This chase started at about 20 minutes ago. And this chase began as a traffic stop for about 10 or 20 minutes ago or so in the Chambers County area. This driver is impaired, she is impaired, and they're dragging the female suspect. And now she was going in the wrong way to turn left into a U-Haul parking lot. Some sort of canopy, some sort of canopy.
We didn't see any damage to other vehicles. No one was injured. They've gotten this lady out of the car now.
And they're trying to get the lady out of the car and putting blankets on her. Some sort of canopy.
That's the silver lining here, especially on Houston streets and what we've seen in the past.
Absolutely, Don. We were talking about this as the chase went on. It looks like they're using some sort of a blanket there to be able to conduct a search on this woman.
They build a U-Haul.
Maybe even get her seated there, but just a lot of patience that played out throughout this chase that went really across much of our city on the north side, and cooler heads prevailing the whole time, right?
Well, that's right. I mean, we're very thankful that it ended
and
this way.
I'm really sure that we're very thankful as well.
As they do, but sometimes in this instance, it appears as though that all of that played out well, because nobody seems to be injured.
John, what was also interesting about this chase, since we've seen so many here in the Houston area, unfortunately, is it seemed like there were different tactics used. We saw a lot of boxing in, a lot of vehicles getting ahead of the car.
Tactics.
So many times it seems like they just stay behind several vehicles behind the vehicle that's being chased. It seemed like we saw different tactics and different maneuvers by police on this one.
As well, with the different tactics of that car that was being impaired as well, as you can see. And they got her in custody. That is a female suspect. You're right.
There's a lot of communication amongst all of the officers, and not all are trained exactly the same way. So they all kind of have to get on the same page.
I'm going to let you listen there for a moment. I'm going to let you listen there for a moment. A few minutes.
All right, and we want to mention as we continue our coverage here that you are now watching Eyewitness News at 4 p.m. And if you are just joining us, we'll get you caught up on what's happening here. We believe this chase started in Chambers County, and the Chambers County Sheriff says that a crime was not committed to begin with here, but they had reason to believe that this driver could potentially be impaired. As the chase continued, they called HPD to provide some backup, and this is where we saw this play out. Right along the eastex freeway, past Beltway 8, up through northeast Harris County. And Don was just talking about some of those tactics, all those different agencies and authorities staying some distance back. And then at one point, they managed to get the 59 totally closed and get spike strips across every single lane of that freeway, so that no matter what, this vehicle was going to end up running over those spike strips. That's actually a pretty incredible feat, because they're having to call up ahead and get all of those lanes closed down. We saw a total stoppage of the traffic there, and it worked very effectively, because right after that happened, this went from probably a 60-mile-an-hour chase to about 15 miles an hour, and we saw it end really right after that.
Yeah, again, luckily, no damage as far as we know that we could tell from watching this chase for at least more than the last half hour. So good news there as well.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's get some more breaking news right now. We'll get updated on that car chase a little bit later on. But right now, the Texas Education Agency has suspended the Rhodes School on Wallaceville Road for fire.
It really is, Melanie, and in fact, we just reached out to us.
Before we wrap this up, we're going to watch 2 more videos and that's it, okay?
Parking lot in a U-Haul. In fact, right as these employees were putting up this awning, that is where the
so
car
ended up certainly quite a scare for them. Let you listen there for a moment.
Let's listen. A line of officers. The suspect was yelling, "You're killing me," to officers as she was arrested. Her car's tires were blown out after an hour-long high-speed chase ended in a parking lot. It all started in Chambers County just before 3, when she failed to stop at a traffic stop. Sky 13 shows the woman weaving in and out of traffic. The chase went north on 59. Authorities put out spike strips, causing her tires to go flat. Shortly after that, it appears she was going to pull over. Troopers approached her car, but she kept going, and it finally came to a stop near 494. She pulled into this U-Haul.
And she wouldn't stop. And the next thing I know, we just had all the policemen and police women just completely trying to block her out, but she went past them.
She was handcuffed and placed into an ambulance. No word on what charges she could face or why she was running. Investigators say she was possibly impaired.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. More show coming up in the next second half on my YouTube channel. On my next second half on my YouTube. More show coming up on the next second half on my YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, my YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. My YouTube channel. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Breaking news coming from Kingwood. It's the police chase you saw as it happened late this afternoon right here on Channel 2. At one point, the driver, a woman who did not want to be stopped, nearly ran over some troopers as they tried to get her out of the car.
It all ended at a U-Haul business in Kingwood. Channel 2's Sophia Beausoleil just got to the scene and is joining us live now with more on the story. Sophia? The suspect was taken into an ambulance, and the car she was driving was just towed away. And authorities were here questioning witnesses, but they have just left. But you can see this is where the chase actually ended, here at the U-Haul Center. Now let's take a look at that Sky 2 video from earlier. So the chase involved multiple law enforcement agencies in multiple counties. Chambers County Sheriff's Office says the chase started around 3:25 this afternoon when police tried to pull the driver over, who was possibly under the influence. Authorities thought the chase chase was coming to an end on 59 in Houston, but the suspect then took off and nearly knocked over an officer. Now, the suspect was weaving in and out of traffic. At one point, it started to slow down, and then that's when she turned into the Kingwood area and into that U-Haul center where she stopped and was taken into custody. Now, we did get video from a witness, and you can hear what the suspect was saying. She was repeating multiple times, "You're killing me, you're killing me." And we talked to an employee here who happened to see everything happen.
I guess you guys want me dead and stuff like that, just kind of talking erratically like that. But she kind of stopped after, a few moments, a few minutes or stuff.
And you were just going about your business?
Yeah, just about it was a regular day. Like I say, we were putting up fixing a couple of things under the canopy, and one of my coworkers, he had just stopped blowing it out, and she just came right through.
Now, at this point, we do not know the suspect's name or if she was possibly under the influence. That is all still under investigation. But as soon as we get any other updates, we will let you know. Reporting live from Kingwood, Sophia Bosley, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
To the breaking news we've been following since about 3:30 this afternoon. A woman leads police on a wild police chase from Chambers County into Kingwood.
Channel 2's Sophia Bosley is joining us live from Kingwood tonight with more on what she's learned about this chase and the woman who led it. Sophia.
Well, Bill and Dominique, whenever people arrive to a U-Haul center, they usually drop their vehicles right here, those rented trucks. Well, today employees got a very unexpected surprise. They got the end of a police chase, and we spoke with an employee who saw the end of it.
She really tried to avoid
we found
the police
that
with
another
all
video
four of her tires
of
flat.
police
Steve
chase
Perkins was
as
going
well,
about his
that
day at the
the
U-Haul
car
center
that
in Kingwood when he
was
heard
driving
sirens.
was
And
towed
she just
away.
came right through.
We're gonna listen to that guy.
Chambers County Sheriff's Office says deputies tried to pull over the driver of a silver Volvo who appeared to be under the influence. Authorities say 58-year-old Alicia Kozubski didn't stop and led police on a chase. Sky 2 video shows the woman driving fast on 59. After authorities put down spike strips, her tires popped and she started to slow down. It looked like she was going to stop, but then took off and almost injured a deputy. The suspect then made a U-turn against oncoming traffic onto the feeder and pulled into a U-Haul center where state troopers pulled her out of the car and put her into custody.
I guess you guys want me dead and stuff like that, just kind of talking erratically like that. But she kind of stopped after, a few moments.
A nearby witness captured this video of the woman screaming at authorities and saying, quote, "You're killing me." She was then placed into an ambulance for evaluation. Now, at this time, we do not know the status of that woman and how she's doing when it comes to her mental health, but this is still very much under investigation, and as soon as we get any other new details, we will let you know. Reporting live from Kingwood, Sophia Bosley, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
What's up? Okay, anyway, that was just sobbing, pretending to be. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Check out this video, pops up here. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye, guys.
At Future Nissan of Folsom, we have the pre-owned inventory you're searching for. Shop from over 1,000 used.
Bye, guys. We might as well watch this one more time, and we're gonna wrap this up. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'll leave you tonight with a police chase video reaction, and I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye, guys.
To the breaking news we've been following since about 3:30 this afternoon. A woman leads police on a wild police chase from Chambers County into Kingwood.
Channel 2's Sophia Bosley is joining us live from Kingwood tonight with more on what she's learned about this chase and the woman who led it. Sophia.
Well, Bill and Dominique, whenever people arrive to a U-Haul center, they usually drop their vehicles right here, those rented trucks. Well, today employees got a very unexpected surprise. They got the end of a police chase, and we spoke with an employee who saw the end of it.
She really tried to avoid the police with all four of her tires flattened.
Steve Perkins was going about his day at the U-Haul center in Kingwood when he heard sirens.
And she just came right through. I'm talking about, it was crazy.
Chambers County Sheriff's Office says deputies tried to pull over the driver of a silver Volvo who appeared to be under the influence. Authorities say 58-year-old Alicia Kozubsky didn't stop and led police on a chase. Sky 2 video shows the woman driving fast on 59. After authorities put down spike strips, her tires popped and she started to slow down. It looked like she was going to stop, but then took off and almost injured a deputy. The suspect then made a U-turn against oncoming traffic onto the feeder and pulled into a U-Haul center where state troopers pulled her out of the car and put her into custody.
I guess you guys want me dead and stuff like that. Just kind of talking erratically like that. But she kind of stopped after, a few moments.
A nearby witness captured this video of the woman screaming at authorities and saying, quote, "You're killing me." She was then placed into an ambulance for evaluation. Now, at this time, we do not know the status of that woman and how she's doing when it comes to her mental health, but this is still very much under investigation, and as soon as we get any other new details, we will let you know. Reporting live from Kingwood, Sophia Bosley, KPRC, Channel 2 News.